It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Barry Zito will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Settling in now, Daniel Bryan, and we are set for baseball here this evening. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. This guy's got over 1,700 RBIs. Watch him go to work when there's a runner in scoring position. It's an art form to try to figure out how to drive in runs, and he's figured that out.
So striding forward, it was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. One out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes now. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 51.
Digging in, Ichiro Suzuki. The 1-1 home. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy. Works it. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Into the box now, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Coming to the plate now, Ezra Gold took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Bases are empty, 1 man out. hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. And that's the second out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Manuel Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Standing in now, Reggie Jackson pitches a cold strike. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Diaz stands at second with 2 gone. This is hit softly to third, and the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. The A's strand 1. We are still scoreless. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Jay Buhner. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, D-Row, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
At the plate, Edgar Martinez. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Brett Boone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In now, Kenji Jojima. All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Skied into very shallow right. Jackson has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Mariners draw first blood here on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Seattle. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Fox, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The 2-2. Line drive base hit.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Bob Melvin.
Striding in for his first opportunity in this one. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Stepping in, Miguel Tejada. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. The 1-1 home. Fouled off. The 1-2. To short, hit hard. He's right there. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 1-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Digging in, Raul Ibanez. Seager aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's 1-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Stepping in now, Daniel Bryan to 2-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Coco Crisp, and they'll need him to get something going here. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
The 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
The 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Bryan takes it in. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Number 24.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Into the box now, Ricky Henderson. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Ezra Gold.
Next up for the A's, Ezra Gold. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And there he goes towards second. In there. Now the throw. And he is in there.
That That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Henderson, the runner at second with one away. Grounded back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Up next for Oakland, the designated hitter, Manuel Diaz.
At the plate, Manuel Diaz. He reached on a single in his first try. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the run is in to score from third. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So a runner at first with 2 away. And here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. From the belt, the pitch. He's running. Strike taken, the throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The A's lead it 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Ichiro Suzuki. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Jackson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Jay Buhner. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
In now, Edgar Martinez. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're down 2-1. Stepping into the box, Jimmy Fox. He singled his last time up. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Bob Melvin.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Bob Melvin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Miguel Tejada.
Stepping in now, Miguel Tejada. Hit out towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box now, Coco Crisp. That's a strike to throw down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, he's got a cannon for an arm back there behind the dish, but it doesn't mean it's always accurate. Got plenty behind this one, but he sailed it, and he won't be happy with himself about that throw.
Two and two. Here it is. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The set and the 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Tejada on third. Crisp at second with 2 gone. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
The batter, number 24.
Yeah, man, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this 4th inning and maybe try to regroup for the 5th. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ricky Henderson. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Takes this the other way to right. Number 51 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The A's lead this one 4-1. Leading off the inning, Brett Boone, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Skied into straightaway right. Jackson has a beat on it. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Kenji Yoshima.
Striding in, Kenji Jojima. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this is handled
now
easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Seager.
standing in, Kyle Seager. And the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Three and two now. Seager, right field and carrying well. Jackson ranging back. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Mariners cut it to 2. It's now a 4-2 score.
Well, it's not too surprising to see him go bridge here. 2 outs, bases empty. That's when you see a guy change their approach, and they just swing for the fences, trying to make the inning after all, and that's exactly what he did right here.
Standing in now, Raul Ibanez. This is on the ground over to first. On to first with it himself is Fox, and the inning is over. Mariners get one on this swing by Kyle Seager. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 4 and the Mariners 2. Digging in, Ezra Gold. Here's the 3-1. Strike 2 up in the zone.
3-2.
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Snap one over to first. Back in standing. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Gold leads off second with nobody out. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back in standing. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Runner goes for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
One of the keys to stealing a base is to get a great jump, and he got a great jump there, even though this catcher has a strong throwing arm.
4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Now the runner breaks for the plate, and the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. Only chance is a bare hand. Wow. Something you don't see all that often anymore, as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. Into the box, Reggie Jackson. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there.
3.
As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Now in the box, Jimmy Fox. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lined hard toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that
Now
it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Anthony Swarzak is out from the bullpen now, as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Anthony Swarzak.
In now, Bob Melvin. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there, looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Guy on the bump just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
Into the box now, Miguel Tejada. Drilled right back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Well, fastball count there, yielded fastball, Mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Coco Crisp. He swings and misses. Throw down. The throw pulls him off the bag.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
Men on third with 2 down. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And not in time as the run scores. And quite a turn of events there, as not only is he on the drop third strike, but a run scores as well. Digging in once again, Ricky Henderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit in the air down the right field line. but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the A's 9 and the Mariners 2. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in Daniel Bryan. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And he misses again, ball 3. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Gonzalez hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is the case of where it looks like the power pitcher is winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Jackson going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, number 51.
Ready once again, Ichiro Suzuki. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Clips it behind his back. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jay Buhner. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now he ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Fouled away. Count is even, 2-2 to Buhner.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
2-2, here it is. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Edgar Martinez. 2 balls and a strike to Edgar Martinez.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Nipped the corner, 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 9-4 ball game.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as the result.
Into the box now, Brett Boone. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gold is right there. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The catcher, number 2, Kenji.
Stepping into the box, Kenji Jojima. Hit hard on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error, and a couple of men left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 9 and the M's 4. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Striding into the box, Ezra Gold. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit. So early trouble to lead off the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Gold stands at second with no outs. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's not easy to do. To steal third off a catcher that has an elite arm like this, great base running there.
1 out and a runner on third. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Jimmy Fox. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Bob Melvin.
Digging in and looking for more, Bob Melvin. The 1-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Bryant ranging up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the A's 10 and the M's 4. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point.
Your
Vida
attention,
Blue
please.
is on to pitch from the
Now
bullpen now to
pitching for
start
the
inning number
Athletics.
7.
Number 35, Vida Blue.
Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And it's full now, 3-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I
Now
mean,
batting.
it's better to
Left
battle a
fielder.
slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next for Seattle, Raul Ibanez. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Daniel Bryan, and that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ready now, Ken Griffey Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Seager on second. Bryan is over at first with one away. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
In now, Ichiro Suzuki up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jay Buhner. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. The Mariners threaten but leave him loaded. And that's not what they needed, down 10-4. J.J. Hooks comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
J.J. Hooks.
Now at the plate, Miguel Tejada. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that is through into right field for a single. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Next for Oakland.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4 is not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Pitch outside. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Stepping in now, Matt Chapman. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it is the right fielder. And the inning is over. A's go quietly there. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. Stepping in, Edgar Martinez. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Here now the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone. Could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
Into the box now, Brett Boone. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Standing in now, Kenji Jojima. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Martinez at second. Boone on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Kyle Seager, and it's fouled away. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Raul Ibanez. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Henderson moves over, and the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ricky Henderson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap that inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Into the box now, Ezra Gold. Pitch outside, the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back easily. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Runner at third here, nobody out. In there, and it's full 3-2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
1-1, here it is. He's running. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Diaz leads off second with one gone in the inning. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. 9th inning coming up. It's the A's 11 and the M's 4. So striding in, Daniel Bryan starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-1 home. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 1-2. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Gold stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
A reminder to stick around after the ball game ends tonight. We'll have full highlights from this evening's contest right here on the show. At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 out, nobody on. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. And he's struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels
Now
off base, and that's
number
just
51.
what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Ichiro Suzuki. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, Dero. Wind blowing in like it was today, the ball is still leaving the ballpark.
Yeah, and I think both pitchers used it was a disadvantage. They thought with the wind blowing in, they could attack the zone. They left a lot of pitches over the middle of the plate, and both these offense proved them wrong.
The Mariners find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of...
The catch is made, and the A's have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
11-5, the final tally in this one. The Oakland A's led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Barry Zito gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Marco Gonzalez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Vida Blue takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.